Leo, this is your May 2016 reading. It is your love and partnership as well as general forecast. We're going to start with love and partnerships. First card that comes up is the card of new love, which means that for some of you who are looking for a partnership or relationship, somebody new is about to come into your life. You're about to find yourself attracted and have romantic feelings for somebody new. And this card says that it's mutual, so explore it. For those of you in committed partnerships and relationships, it says you might find an opportunity to rekindle love within your partnership or relationship. You will have a new opportunity to feel that feeling that you once felt between the two of you. So look for it and make use of it. It'll be good for your relationship. The next card that comes up says some people come into our lives and quickly go. Others stay for a while and leave footprints on our hearts, and we are never the same again. So for you, those of you looking for somebody new in your lives, this is someone that's going to leave an imprint on you. It's got to say this person is not necessarily going to be around forever, although they could be. There's a chance they might be. But to know that this is one of those relationships that you will always remember with fond feelings. And those of you in committed partnerships and relationships, to know this person really does belong to you. The final card that comes in is that of the messenger. So your partnership, your relationship is about to receive some kind of information that comes in fairly quickly. This is usually game-changing information, but it's good. There's the rainbow. So those of you in committed partnerships and relationships, this information that comes in fairly quickly is good for your partnership or relationship. And those of you that are looking for someone new, some kind of information, some kind of communication that comes in leads you very quickly to a new partnership or relationship, one way or the other, but to know that the end result is good. Because the guidance card that comes in speaks of new beginnings. So yes, those of you in committed partnerships and relationships, there's a new beginning in your relationship. You might have been through a bit of a tough patch lately, a bit of a challenging time, but the sun is coming through now, the morning is breaking, and this is a new time for the two of you. You're entering a new time together. And those of you that were single, you're now entering a new phase of your life, which is probably going to include a partner in it. And it's a new beginning in that sector of your life. Now, your general forecast reading is a fun one this month. It is quite relevant, and it's a what do you really desire reading. This is taking a look at, in your heart of hearts, what is it you really, really want. And for you, Leos, it says you want your dreams realized now, not some distant, far-off goal. And you want your prosperity now as well. Now, the next card that comes in is, right, how will this help you? How will this benefit you if you got this now? And it says it will dispel the illusion that you are trapped. Now, that's interesting. So, you guys feel like you are trapped, and that if you got your abundance and your manifestation now, you wouldn't be trapped any longer. But it's an illusion. Take note of that word. You aren't trapped. It's an illusion. It also says then you feel as if you will regain your self-confidence, but this is all an illusion. You have that all at the moment. The next two cards, it was supposed to only be one, but two popped out, is right, how would this hinder you if you got it all now? One, it says you will always be waiting for something to come in. So perhaps there's a bit of a tendency for Leos to always look to the past or the future for their satisfaction when in fact it is right in front of you. Because that's quite interesting, that card with a lady looking in the mirror. Maybe that is something that needs to be done. You need to look at the here and the now, who you are right here and now, because that's where your abundance is. That's what that first card actually speaks about. Right here, right now, is where your abundance is. If you live in the precise moment, you will manifest that abundance. Because the next card that comes up says, right now, how do you go about getting that true desire? It says, be free, be untamed, get rid of everything that no longer serves you on all levels. This means thought patterns, stuff that clutters your life, goods that clutter your life, all those old redundant thought patterns, get rid of them. They're not serving you. They're tying you down. You are not free to be who you should be. It says realize that old structures can no longer function. They have to break in for the new to come in. So you've got to be adaptable to change. And then finally it says the outcome of this would be you can then rewrite your story. So all those old stories that replay in your mind about not having enough, of having failures, of it not being good enough, you can write a new story. That card basically says that this is just an old story in your mind anyway. It has no substance. It isn't valid. It is an illusion. So you can write a new, good story with everything in it that is far more realistic even. Now your soul path is the card of the sparrow. And this says you need to find common ground with the people around you. Realize that it is within that group that you are more effective than flying solo. It's the group effort that makes strides now. But in this case, it's not about finding a like-minded group. This is about finding what you have in common with the people that you are with. And when you work together on that level, you can make great strides. And that final card speaks of change. It says, expand your flexibility for change and you'll enjoy the vitality of life ahead. This speaks about accepting change on every level. Life constantly changes. Nothing stays the same, and it's necessary because what doesn't change dies. What doesn't move forward dies. Nothing can remain the same forever. It needs to change, and you need to be flexible in accepting that change. It's this massive forward momentum. You can see it in both these cards. These flocks are flying out forward in movement, and you need to fly with them. You need to understand that change is always constructive. It's always productive. Look to nature if you want to see how change works. Nature never stays the same because it knows if it doesn't change, it will die. Okay, Leo, so that is your May 2016 reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.
I'm beginning to wonder if we choose to be. And I don't care if it's cold outside, 'cause it's beautiful in these four walls with the ceiling closing in. So jump over the ocean and over the sun. You be you, 'cause you're marvelous in so many different ways. So pick me up from this tailspin. I'm beginning to wonder if you choose to be. And I don't care if it's warm outside, 'cause the sun can heat up, and it'll heat up who you are. So jump over the ocean and over the sun. You be you, 'cause you're marvelous in so many different ways. So jump over the ocean and over the sun. You be you, 'cause you're just so freaking marvelous. And over and under a life that's filled with luster.